Before you make dinner tonight, there's a veggie recall that you need to know about.
The recall affects several varieties of veggies sold under the Green Giant and Trader Joe's labels,
because they could be contaminated with listeria. The recalled items include vegetables like cauliflower rice, butternut squash spiral.
They were sold under the Green Giant, Trader Joe's, and Signature Farms brand and have best buy dates of June 26th to 29th.
Your mission today isn't on a battlefield. It's in the grocery aisle. Stores like Trader Joe's and Walmart are disguising weaknesses in their supply lines that compromise one of your most critical resources, fresh vegetables. The signs say farm fresh, but what you're reaching for may already be dying in its plastic wrap. What would you do if your onions rotted from the inside out before you even got them home? Stay with me. By the end of this briefing, you'll know which stores are tactical traps for your health and which ones protect your nutritional integrity. Quick favor before we move on. If you appreciate this content, consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel. Believe it or not, more than 92% of viewers haven't subscribed yet. It's free and only takes a second, but it means the world to us. So did you subscribe already? Great, thank you so much for your support. Now back to the video. The battlefield isn't marked with barbed wire here. It's wrapped in plastic. What happens when the armor itself accelerates the defeat?
Before you make dinner tonight, there's a veggie recall that you need to know about.
The recall affects several varieties of veggies sold under the Green Giant and Trader Joe's labels.
Yeah, this company actually partners with nonprofits. All of the food or other products they're not able to sell here in the store and that is still fit to eat.
It turns out that they could be contaminated with listeria. Some of the recalled products include butternut squash, cauliflower, and zucchini.
This is the question at the heart of a grocery store's vegetable aisle, where the packaging is supposed to defend the product but can just as easily betray it. Trader Joe's stands as one of the clearest examples. Walk through their produce section and you'll notice the barrier almost everywhere: clamshell containers, shrink wrap, sealed bags. It looks neat, uniform, clean. To the untrained eye, that order promises strength, a defensive cover to hold freshness in.
Several varieties of fresh vegetables sold under the Green Giant and Trader Joe's brand names are being recalled.
And bringing in all the rest of the fresh produce and all the rest of the stuff that they'll have on the shelves here for you. But for now, we'll send it back to you.
Because they could be contaminated with listeria. The recalled items include vegetables like cauliflower rice.
In reality, the shield becomes a choke point. Vegetables suffocate inside their casings. Moisture doesn't escape. It collects, accelerates breakdown, and shortens the lifespan you count on. Think of the buyer who returns home with a crisp bunch of celery in a sealed sleeve. Within just 3 days, those stalks bend instead of snap. They collapse under their own weight, rubbery where they once promised crunch. Onions rot from the core outward inside those bags, a silent failure hard to detect until the cutting board reveals the damage. By the moment you notice, the battle has already been lost.
Butternut squash spirals and zucchini spirals. You can see a full list of all the affected products.
Again, opening on Thursday morning at 9 a.m. And the crews here, they are busy doing the training, trying to make sure they know where everything is in the store.
A fresh vegetable product recall after one sample tested positive for listeria here in Massachusetts.
What looked like a stockpile ready for the kitchen was in fact a unit already in retreat. These outcomes are not accidents. They are the result of scale, speed, and distribution networks that prioritize movement over durability. The modern supply chain pushes massive loads of product across wide regions. Vegetables may sit unseen in back rooms or transfer centers, moving quickly but not carefully, waiting for the next handoff. Each stop is another layer of stress, another opportunity for hidden damage to take root long before you touch the shelf. To keep up appearances, stores depend on packaging as camouflage, hiding fragility and extending appearance rather than preserving quality. It's like inspecting military gear that shines on parade but jams under fire. The armor plates might look intact, the rifles polished, but the first live test reveals flaws in the metal.
The voluntary recall includes butternut squash, cauliflower, zucchini, and select veggie bowls processed at a Growers Express facility in Maine.
Marie, I'll tell you, I had really never even been inside a Trader Joe's before today. I really didn't understand what all the hype was about. Why is everyone talking about this grocery store opening?
Under stress, under the heat of use, the equipment folds. In a battlefield, that failure costs lives. In the grocery line, it costs you health, time, and money. You bring home food that weakens before it even has the chance to nourish. Stop and Shop illustrates this collapse in even harsher detail. Entire displays can resemble graveyards rather than stockpiles, lettuce without luster, peppers already softening, cucumbers dull and bent. By the time you reach them, the fight has already drained from their cells. You're not rescuing fresh produce. You're walking through a recovery zone where the damage is too advanced to reverse. Shoppers who depend on daily strength for their meals get tricked into paying for supplies already in decline. Together, the cases of Trader Joe's and Stop and Shop show what happens when branding and orderly packaging conceal structural weakness. The illusion of freshness pulls you in, but the reality inside the box is decay progressing quietly, inch by inch.
They were sold under the Green Giant, Trader Joe's, and Signature Farms brand and have Best Buy dates of June 26th to 29th. So
Here in Huntsville, but after taking the tour in here today, I kind of get it. There's some pretty cool stuff here that you don't see at other grocery stores like this one. And
you believe you're stocking your kitchen with farm power, but in truth you are purchasing goods already compromised, already on the edge of spoilage. The tactical lesson here is simple, but critical: watch for the signals. Excess packaging that clings too tight around fragile produce, vegetables that carry no natural scent when brought to the nose, colors that seem muted or uneven under the lighting. These are indicators of hidden decline, the signs of an ambush you can avoid. Once you see them, once you train your eye, you gain control of the battlefield. You no longer walk blind into the trap. But the weakness doesn't end with poor packaging. Some chains take another route. Instead of stretching fragile stock behind plastic shields, they reduce the supply lines altogether. Thin selection, rapid cycling, and cut corners create a new kind of risk, a different snare waiting just beyond the next aisle. Weak supply lines don't just cost armies, they cost you at the table. What looks like value in shiny packaging is often food already in retreat, its strength draining before it ever reaches your pan. The ambush hides in plain sight. That's why you need to move like a scout. Train your eye for dull colors, muted scents, and signs of fatigue. Choose farmers markets, trusted local grocers, and strong chains with proven supply discipline. Your body is your unit, protect it. Subscribe and join a community exposing hidden vulnerabilities in both battlefields and food aisles.